Hello, everybody. Take one. Hope you're all doing great tonight. Is it a full moon tonight? Oh, it sure shit is. Hey, everybody. I'm Medium Brandon Ross. I'm more than a medium. You're going to find that out over time. We're going to have a good time tonight. Sorry it took me a couple of minutes. And by the way, what is time but an illusion? Let's be honest. Let's just be brutally honest. By the way, you're going to want to sign up for tbrandonross.com. I'm going to make an announcement when we get about, maybe 50 people in the room, give or take. Seem to have pretty good numbers when it comes to that stuff. I'm really excited about something coming up. As always, I'm an innovator, everybody, and I'm going to be doing something very innovative. It is about connecting with people. It is about making sure that they get what they need. It is about being a rock star and being what you need for people, right? Oh, lordy. I cannot figure out how to get there. Look at that. People are jumping on my website already. Thank you so much, guys. You want to sign up for this because I'm only going to communicate this thing. Aside from here, you're still going to have to sign up for it for what it is I'm going to offer. Hey, Kim Marie, how are you? Laura, good to see you. That was a fun show. Patty, great to see you. Trish, hope you're enjoying your time overseas. Gail, how you doing? Debbie, I hope you, hold on a second. They're most likely related pigeons. Huh, that's funny. Esther, I love it. Sandra, welcome in from Arizona. Gigi, love that name for a whole host of reasons, not the least of which you got pizzazz. Holy Toledo, people are jumping on. I guess it's a good thing when I give it the announcement and let people know that I'm here, huh? That's kind of fun. Hey, listen, so a couple of things. We're going to talk a little astrology, and then we're going to go around the horn. So you're going to want to know your rising sign. This full moon, which is happening in about 5 minutes ago. Actually, it happens in just a couple of minutes. Oh, hey, Gina, how are you? Oh, yeah, so sorry. That's great. Hey, Tony, how you doing? Something. Oh, boy, did I freeze a little bit? I might have frozen a little bit. Hold on a second. We got road crew on it. Hey, Jess, how you doing? Yeah, I'm working on it right now. Terry, great to see you. Angelica, wow, we're really filling up here. Now unfrozen. Yeah, Laura, thanks for the heads up on that. We're going to plug into the hard line here. We got the roadie working stuff out here. And we're doing pretty well. By the way, invite your friends in. This is going to be one where I'm not necessarily going to be doing individual readings, but I'm going to be doing individual rising signs. So, it can be multi-participant. But my announcement, want to wait for a few more people to get in here. I'm really lucky to do what I do. Like, really lucky. I get it. 7:49. Oh, so we got about an hour. Thanks, Trish. Well, you never not work, do you? You're like always on it. And by the way, since I'm not hearing anything about my microphone, I guess I'm pretty good. I had some trials and tribulations with this puppy, man. Woo! We're sounding like this for a little while. By the way, I want to give you guys a heads up. This entire backdrop is going to be changing here. Wilson won't go away. Bob Ross won't be going away. Butterflies won't be going away, and our pride won't go away. But I'll tell you what will go away: the discombobulation. I want more discombobulation. So there's kind of like two ways you can do like aesthetics, right? Hey, Aaron, how are you? There's a couple of ways you can do it, right? The first way is to, have a motif, right? To be like, oh, we're going to be turn of the century, American Revolution, and the dresser drawers have ducktails on them. That's how you know that it was quality made in Italy. And you can have, so much of your, the carved inlay on each one of the tables that you have, as well as the chairs. They're made of a specific foam and done kind of like that. And I really appreciate those types of aesthetics. But let's be honest, I lose my man card. You know, I would totally lose my man card with that one. So instead, I go with the. So you like movies, huh? By the way, there are movie references all over my backdrop. You might not even realize it, but there are, and it's kind of fun. So I'm gonna have more of that. I'm also gonna have a really kind of cool backlit thing and all that other jazz, because the studio's coming in because the band's getting started in a couple of weeks here. We got gigs already. Start paying attention. That's not even the announcement, but it's an announcement nonetheless. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So yeah, we're at 40. I want a few more people in here. Hey Stacy, how are you? Yeah, Gina, listen, sometimes being done with discombobulation kind of, okay, I'm all right with that. See, but here's the aesthetics of it. So, I watch a lot of takes on politics or legal stuff and, all that other jazz. And they traditionally kind of have like a bookshelf in the background and they're kind of whatever. I think there's a way to do both of those and make it look kind of cool. That's all. So enough about me. Oh man, we're so close. We're so close. Tell your friends to jump in. I want to hit 50 before I make this announcement. So tonight we're going to be talking about the full moon, right? Eclectic. I like eclectic, right? The full moon is going to be, this one's a doozy, guys, because Scorpio represents kind of the hidden. So the full moon is kind of shining the light on the hidden. It's also about the end of cycles. The full moon is really about the end of cycles. It's about like, how do you renewal things? How do you, what are you going to get rid of? What are you going to shine the light on and say, okay, that's enough emotionally, energetically, that sort of thing. This is a great time to clean the closet out. This is a great time to purge both the individual people that you have in your life, as well as the, stuff, just stuff. What do you not need? Over the last couple of weeks, I've really been nesting, and I know you guys just kind of see my shot here, but I've completely cleaned up the rest of the, the space here. There's a lot of empty space, which is, really cool. And the things that I want to fill it with are going to be dynamic to where it is I want to go with this, right? I want to create the space of where I want to go. Hey, Tina, I'm glad you're there for her. Susan, yeah, and then also, I mean, you can go to the clean eating if you wanna, right? Yeah, Donna, the moon was so flippin' bright. Oh my God, we're at 49. I hope somebody else joins in. Holy Toledo, somebody come on in. Oh, I still want to do this announcement so we can get to it. But the moon, and then somebody drops off. As soon as I say that, somebody dropped off, you jerk. I remember I was like, hey, I'm at 990. Oh, you're not the only one. Okay, all right. Yeah, all right. Now I'll see that. Now I'll know not to do it. I'll never forget it. I was like 999. Hey, Becky, how are you? Good to see you. Blasphemy past there. Cece wouldn't be the same without you. So glad you're here. Yeah, so I remember I was, Instagramming, and like Instagram is so hard to grow. It used to be super easy. Like you would get a whole bunch of people and it was bots. Same thing with YouTube, by the way, guys. And TikTok, I'm doing well. I put out a video a week on there. I take one of them, I sweep them over, and it still does okay. And it's funny, TikTok, I'm like at like 1,000 people. I'm not even trying. I'm not even going live on that. It's a whole other mechanism for it. But anyways, so special announcement, a couple of people here. Thank you, Cece. I appreciate that. Maddie, how are you? Good to see you. Good evening. Good evening. Is that a Kim sighting? Oh my gosh, you're part of the club now, kid. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh yeah, when you hit like or love or boo or whatever, it does help the algorithm. It really does. And again, by the time this is done, I mean the last video. We're at 50. All right, here we go, everybody. Tune in. All right, so here it is. Here it is. On May 1st. On May 1st, I realize how lucky I am to do this work, right? So on May 1st, I have to run a business, right? That's all kind of part of it. And I'm really fortunate to do what I do, and I've been doing it for a long time, and I'm really freaking good at it. And I'm not trying to be over the top about it. I'm just telling you like it is. People show up, they stick around, they enjoy it, they find me funny, they find me humorous. Most importantly, they find me accurate. ridiculously, insanely accurate. And I'm having fun with it. It's part of my personality. It's part of my flow. It's kind of how it goes. And I got an email about 2 months ago, and it was someone that had come to a reading to me for a long time ago. And when you develop in this work, it's a really important thing that you find value in what you're doing because you are making the leap. And me, like many people that do this work, you start out doing this part-time, and then you got your 9 to 5, and then you kind of do this. Well, this is all I do. That's why when you click on the website and you say to yourself, oh my God, this dude's $300 a reading. And my answer is yes, I am. And that is not a value dynamic. That is this is where I'm at in my career. This is where the experience is. And so many satisfied people. Just going to say it that way. I also realize that I am missing an entire segment of population. I'm just missing it. So on May 1st, for one day and for 20 positions, it will sell out for 20 spots. You can pay whatever your budget affords. You will be able to book with me for whatever dollar amount you feel is either fair or you can afford, more to the afford thing, right? So you will get an email from me on the last day of April, on the 30th, and it will be a very specific link. So you have to sign up on my website. You have to be an active, person in the website, all that other good stuff. And then you will follow the link. You will find a spot, and it will be an opportunity for people that can't always swing a $300 reading to pay whatever it is your budget fits, period, for one day. For 20 spots, I mean, I can't be crazy about it. You might not connect until June, July, August, but okay, I'm sorry. That's just where the schedule runs. But I want to have an opportunity for people. I received an email from someone that I had read a long time ago, and she was pretty mean, but I saw her point. And what she really was disappointed. And I'm here to tell you that she was the inspiration for me to say, okay, guys, I should probably do it this way, at least once. It's not a sustainable business model. I can't have people saying, here's $25 for a full astro. Oh, and by the way, it is also, if you want astrology, we'll do astrology. If you want to do tarot, we'll do tarot. If you want to do mediumship, we'll do mediumship. Right? I'm gonna shave the time a little bit. It's not a full hour. And by the way, I kind of have a little false advertising on that. The sessions go about 45 minutes to an hour. Kind of in that time frame, 45 to 50 minutes. I probably should tidy that up. But again, I don't want to short anybody to that. And it's every person worth their salt struggles with raising their prices. They just do, because they know, I mean, listen, but it's the same thing. We're all in the same boat, right? We're in the same situation. We're not in the same boat, but we're affected by the same things. When I did my taxes, the energy bill for this space went up 80%. 80%, 84%, something like that. I was like, what the? I'm not frivolous, and most of the time it's just me here. I mean, it's it's not a lot of lights on. It's not like whatever, but it's a very good indicator that everything's just gone up, right? Everybody's affected by that in some way or another, right? You can do things like, cost efficiency things and turn things off and that sort of thing. By the way, I love that you guys are jumping into this. Boy, my email, everything's really lit up like a Christmas tree. So you want to make sure that you're on that. You're going to be getting a special email from me specifically to it. And it's not because I'm not busy, guys. It's not that. It's not that I don't have projects going on and things to connect with. It's because I think people really need. I want to go to the people that can do, that need it, right? I want it to go to the people that truly kind of feel like they, they're in that spot, and it was inspired by that. And I think it's a really kind of cool thing. So you're going to want to sign up for that. You're going to want to get those emails if you haven't gotten it already. And it's a really kind of, good thing, right? And again, I'm not rich. I don't, I just scrimped and saved to get this, this other project going, And I also have another project that is coming in that I think a lot of people are going to really want to be a part of. In the summer, I'm just getting a couple of pieces back into place. I've always wanted to have my own tarot deck, and it will be incredibly eclectic. Seems like a word. Seems like Bob Ross needs to be talked off the mug or the ledge. But it's a good. Well, Esther, it's funny you should say that. Buffalo. I'm getting a ton of stuff right now. Sorry. I don't want to forget to mention that I'm going to be in Houston next weekend. Boy, you guys are lighting up my phone. By the way, I get notifications when people fill stuff out, and I think it's great that you guys are filling things out. I'm not going to call anybody out on this. I mean, it's your business. And I don't sell your information, unlike those other websites of mystics and mediums. Good Lord. I went to a medium not too long ago. Yeah, I'm excited about the idea about the deck. Yeah, it'll be eclectic. I mean, if you can follow along in my readings, you got a half a shot of following along in the deck. But it'll have it'll be very nuanced. You'll be like, is that? And I'll be like, it is. I saw a medium. By the way, I was with Lindsay this past weekend. She did a good job. It's tough to kind of run with me, and she really kind of held with it. And you get this kind of like energetic hangover afterwards. And then I got hit with this like allergen thing. My whole face was like, ooh. Hey, Pamela. Yeah, Susan, it's a thing. Hey, I like my haircut. I'm growing it out. But next weekend, I'm going to be in Houston, actually. And this Thursday, I'm going to have a podcast with a really talented hairdresser / tarot reader. And I've always been interested, those of you that don't know, I've always talked about the light worker code that I see around people. And when I see a blue light around someone, it means that they're a teacher or a therapist or a counselor or a nurse or a hairdresser. And it's really interesting because they literally sit back in the third eye all the time, which is why your hairdresser is like such a critical, like part of your spiritual journey, believe it or not. Have you ever gone to, they're not even trying on this one. God damn it. Must be Mercury retrograde hanging on here at the end because my coffee is kind of sideways. It tastes like it was water. So whenever I need water, I'm going to grab that. So again, guys, you're going to want to get into the website. You're going to want to get my emails, and you're going to want to pay attention to the email that you're going to get early next week that will invite you to pay what you want for a reading for one day. And I have 20 spots for it. You can still pick and choose right in the thing. It'll go right along with that. And I'm really grateful for everybody around me. I'm grateful for Lindsay for coming out to this. I was mentioning that I had gone to see another medium who, has a following, has been doing this for a long time, and she does pretty good work. I saw the flaws. I saw the challenges, and it really made me think, like, did I really just pay $50 for a seat to not only not get read, but also hear her not deliver? And I know what my capacity is. I know what I can do. And it's time for me to own it. I've run away from it with, my behavior, with my weight, with my, how I approach things. And I'm not like that anymore. I'm just not. I no longer need to be like, well, if you can't pay $300, then maybe it's not your time. That's such a bullshit thing. Sometimes you just can't afford $300. And I get it. And by the way, if you can afford the $300, let it go to somebody else. And I'm not telling you what to do, and I'm not saying that everybody can't save a buck. You know who you are. You just know who you are. And I don't disparage people for saving a few dollars. Oh my God, Mike! I just realized how tilted my camera is. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, that's a little better. That's a little better. We can, right? On Saturday. Where am I meeting you, Jen? Is it this Saturday? Where am I meeting you on Saturday? Oh, thank you. I do look younger, huh? Yes, I'll sign your card. Yeah, Gina, I will sign your card. Janet, good to see you. Yeah, New Smyrna Beach. By the way, I am going to be down in Florida. I am going to have 2 spots down in Florida. I have the weekends kind of squared away. Oh, at the City Tavern. That is on Sunday, Jen, over at the Arsenal. So check your calendar. Unless I got that wrong. Did I get that wrong? Did I get that wrong? It should be Sunday, 2 o'clock start time over there at the Arsenal Tavern. By the way, a little bit of disappointment for some of you, and I tell you to get your tickets early, and it is sold out. It is sold out. On the 28th, which is Sunday. Yes. And that's what your tickets say, everybody. Oh my gosh. I've done that before where I completely missed there, right? Thursday down to Daytona. Yeah, Jamie, I'm interested to connect. It is Sunday. Okay, Jen. Whoo! Making me crazy. The Houston tickets are selling as well. If you're in the greater Houston area, I'm going to be in the Woodlands, which is kind of in another way. Yeah, these really kind of sell out. The places that don't sell out are the ones where you can just go all the way into the back. Like, for instance, Canajoharie, which is haunted as hell. It's a big, giant ballroom. So that's not really, I mean, we're going to run out of chairs before we run out of space. And then Utica is also selling really well. So if you're in the greater Utica area, that is also capped. You want to make sure that you get in on that one as well. Even though it's at the Burstone, you know, the room that it's in, there's only so much space in it. And that is a Thursday night show. I'm going to be starting to mix up things. I was really surprised how many people came out to a Tuesday show that I was at, which I thought was really kind of weird. It's kind of weird. So let's talk astrology. What do you guys say? So thanks so much for supporting me. Yes, Punta Gorda is absolutely going to be one of the 2 places that I go to. Not so much in Syracuse, Melissa. I had a show scheduled and we got our wires crossed. I was supposed to do some work out there with Lindsay. But I am planning on getting out to Syracuse for sure. I'm no longer affiliated with that tour group, and I'm actually working with another. And actually, this is a call out to anybody that is connected to theaters in really anywhere. I can do this anywhere. I really feel drawn to help theaters right now. And I have an announcement of something that's coming up here in a couple of months that I'm going to be working with a theater to do fundraising with them. I'm going to be doing a show. But if anybody is connected to community theaters, you know, smaller local theaters, like here locally, we have like the Coe's Music Hall, the Gloversville out there. You've got the Strand up in Hoosick Falls. If anybody's associated with these, especially on the fundraising committees, reach out to me. I have a great way to help you guys. And I feel really drawn to do that style. I also have an agent that I'm working with to kind of bring those in as well. So time to grow, guys. Time to grow. All right. So let's talk a little bit about astrology. You guys ready for this? I think you should be. I'm just going to let you know that this moon is a ball buster. This full moon is a ball buster. This is about letting things go. Whether it's a pet or an animal that you just lost. So sorry. Whether this is about a relationship that you're just kind of like, this just doesn't serve me anymore. And it's not an FU. I want you guys to understand this. Sometimes when we let go of things in the spiritual journey, we think that something has to be the enemy. This is not an enemy let go. This is one thing that Scorpio, as vindictive as Scorpios can be. Hey, Bev, how are you? We need to connect. As much as Scorpios have that little bit of, turning everything into a Carrie Underwood song. Am I right or am I right? It's more, this moon is more about that empathy standpoint, that part where you say, hey, sorry it didn't work. Sorry things didn't go the way we were hoping they would go. And in the scheme of things, it ends up happening the way it was supposed to happen, right? Yeah, this whole month is ballbuster because we also have the Jupiter conjunct to Uranus, which is a generally really good thing. And depending upon which house that was in, is an accelerant. Um, there are houses that are getting kind of like really kind of under attack. So this full moon is actually in opposition to that. So if you've had some like good ride out things, you've also got some challenge stuff with this full moon. Now I'm going to pull this up here and we're going to go right here, or we're going to go right there. And then we're going to do one of these right there. Oh, look at that. Now I got to show my cards, I guess. I'm going to remove this guy here. I don't really like this one. How about this one? Is that better? How about this one? Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. That doesn't help. This is all right. This is okay. I don't know. All right, so here we are. Here we go again. Oh, and by the way, I was just a few minutes off when I calculated this, so pretty good, Brandon. Trish the Navigator, by the way, go check out her channel. She's got a really cool tarot class coming up. Yeah, the aha moments are definitely part of it. So if you are a Scorpio rising, it is happening in your first house, and you are looking at your self-identity, right? I'm going to go through these quick so that then we can kind of soundbite them down the road. But I'll remind you when we go to do the shuffle up and heal part. So when it hits your identity, Scorpio rising, this is about you. Yes, please. It's about being able to recognize that your identity is really compelling, and you are going to be addressing some things, not necessarily to let it go, but remember the overarching theme of this moon is about letting it go if it doesn't make sense. That's really what this is, right? So that's a strong component. Now we also kind of have, and I'm going to do a once around the horn and then I'll get back into the risings. So you have Jupiter and Uranus, and by the way, this is a few days after the sure conjunction. So if you're Scorpio rising, happened in your seventh house, right? Makes sense, right? So you've got that going on in the seventh house. And again, this is about the energy here. So to me, this is about you really finding good relationships on the other side of this. I got a little bit. I'm a little bit more out of the bag here, guys. So I was a few minutes late because I literally was at the music shop here. I was picking up a couple of cables. That's what I always used to say when I would drop like $100 on, a couple $100 on like new shit. I'd be like, it's just getting sticks, just getting some cables, getting some picks. And I really just picked up some cables and a pedal. I can't wait to use it after. But I met some really cool people, and I said, hey, let's talk, let's jam. And they were just like, dude, who the fuck are you? And I go, here's my website. And they're like, you're a mean, wait, you do what? And I told him what I was thinking, and he went, oh. And I went, eh? By the way, he was on my website earlier, as you should be, to make sure that you are signed up if you don't already get my emails, right? So this is kind of how like other relationships might have faded, and now other relationships come in. I'm not calling the old dudes that I used to be in bands with. Just not. I love them. Time for something new. Time for some new branded TBR, if you know what I'm talking about. Oh, I can dig this one. All right. So Scorpio, you're paying attention to yourself. It's in your first house. It's in your identity. You are absolutely finding your strategic measure to take what you need and move forward. You're also going to let go of a ton of stuff. Sagittarius, ruling the second house, be prepared to kind of do some strategic work with your finances. Second house is ruled by Taurus, and it is about practicality. It's also about self-perception of value. So maybe you should raise your bill rate. Maybe you should start to save for those trips that you want to go on, right? Capricorn into the third house. This is a tough one. I'm not going to lie. Capricorn, you are really out of your league here because you're in the third house, the house of Gemini. It is a communications house. You may be telling your family to off because you're just kind of sort of like done. You're just like, I'm not putting up with this, right? You're going to be very rooted into this and you're going to tell people off. This is one of the tell-off positions, right? Aquarius, you're going to be focused in on family with this one. I'm not saying you're cutting family off, but you're definitely allowing the value system to come in that is going to say to them, I'm not going to, why am I the one doing all of the work with the potato salad every group, every time we go out, every time we get together? Ha, blamos. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Shane? Pisces, Pisces rising are figuring out what you're actually good at. And I don't mean that facetiously. I mean it much more of the connective tissue of you being able to say, like, I need to be creative with this. You need to find new solutions to some of your problems. It might also be, you might be loving too hard. Pisces rising could be a love too hard position. You may need to kind of like let go a little bit, but you might also reinvent it and say, that doesn't work for me, but this will. So get ready to speak your mind on that one. You're also in opposition of, yeah, Tracy, I'm glad you enjoy that. My guess is you're at an airport, you're getting ready for one. You're also in opposition here, natally, of what's going on with Virgo. And Virgo right now has both Juno as well as Lilith. So this is a high need time, Pisces rising, just to let you know. This is you saying, but this is what love means to me, right? If you're a Tina Turner, you'd be writing hit songs. Folly? There we go. Aries, we are hanging out here. Am I reading this right? I think I am. Aries is hitting the 6th house hard. This is what's around you. Don't forget, Chiron's been doing this long trek for it. You have Mercury in retrograde. You're telling your support system that you need to be supported, for crying out loud. That's really what you're doing with this full moon, because this full moon is hitting your 6th house. This full moon is also, boy, oh boy. I mean, you would have naturally, natally, your 1st house would be what's in the 6th house right now, all straddling on the rising sign. So this is about you speaking up and saying, this is what I need from everybody. If you're not with me, you're against me. It's a little Jerry Maguire-ish. It's a little, who's coming with me, holding up your goldfish and going, who's coming with me? And I think it's also kind of expressing your value system. Taurus, no flies on you, brother. Taurus rising. I'll explain that in a second, Esther. Esther, it's got a great question. Let me get through these, and I'll talk about why the rising sign is so important here, because it reflects the houses in a nutshell. But Taurus, you've got this angle and you've got this edge right now of cleanup, of expansion and self-expression. Jupiter and Uranus have kicked ass and taken names. The sun's making its way through it. Happy birthday to you. The moon is obviously in opposition to you right now. You're during your full moon phase here. And guess what? You are just like, you're coming into your own. It's very easy to make friends. It's very easy to connect with. As a matter of fact, the 2 dudes that I just talked to in the music store, I can guarantee they have very good Taurus placements. Guarantee it. If they're not a rising, then they might be in the 7th. They might be a Scorpio rising and have it be in their 7th house, right? Whew. Rock and roll, man. So the 8th house is going to be Gemini. Gemini, get your freak on, Bow. You're welcome, Gemini rising. Gemini rising here, as it hits the 8th house, I think it's more about the transformation of not getting shit on. There, I'll say it. Gemini have a tendency of just, taking it on the chin too many times until they finally get, they're like, and then they tend to play the martyr. Not picking on you, but I'm picking on you. So they play the martyr role, and then they come back, and then they're kind of like, I don't know why nobody likes it. It's a little Eeyore-ish. You're like, I don't know why people don't like me. because people make up on it, right? They pick out, they pick on you, right? Or they take advantage of you. This is you kind of recreating what your needs are, not just turning over your needs. So good job, Gemini rising. Um, Cancer rising. Oh, behave, Cancer rising. You are going to be just total rock stars here because you're expressing and rejuvenating your curiosity. You're rejuvenating kind of like where it, like it's a little bit of wanderlust. Great position this time of the year because the Scorpio moon really, really helps the adventurous side of Cancers, right? It's the water side. It's trine. The moon is trine to you right now, possibly during the sun or the moon right now in this. Um, and that allows you, thanks, buddy. That allows you to kind of rejuvenate like what your curiosity is. So that's a great placement for you, Cancerians. Now, by the way, keep them coming. I love that there's so many people that have been on the website and they're jumping on and they want to be a part of the Name Your Own Rate day, which will be May the 1st. You'll have 1 day in order to do it. So many slots, first come, first serve, and it's pay what you will. Pay what you will, dude. Taurus. I'm sorry. Leo. I should know that one. Leo rising. Another kick in the butt in the career. By the way, this is an enlightenment. And you saying, what do you want to do? I'm going to tell you, me dealing with some music stuff, it's kind of what I want to do. I want to have fun. I want to get up in front of people. I mean, listen, I can go out there with the microphone and talk to you about your dead relatives. That's cool. Love that. I also want to sing in the key of Miserable and tell you how many times Gordon Lightfoot has made it across the great country of Canada. If you could read my mind well. That's Scorpio full moon in the 10th house, guys. It's an emotional kind of thing of like, hey, where do you want to go with this? Now, from a career perspective, you may also say like, I really like this about people, but I want to do it this way. You might also be recalculating where you want to go with your career. So you might have a career move connected to this as well. All right, Virgos, listen, everybody loves a good Virgo. When Virgos are when Virgo rising is on the up and up, everybody loves you. Everybody freaking loves you because you're like the fun practicality, right? You're not like a Taurus when you're just waiting for them to tell you how good they are. They are, they're not as overbearing as the Capricorn, with the resting bitch face. Virgos can really kind of go the distance here, right? It's kind of like, oh, are we Virgo today? Fantastic. It's the sweet and it's the sweet and sour sign, to be honest with you. But this placement is sweet to you. Yeah, it is. Part of the reason is because the 5th house is having, hey, Paula, how are you? The 5th house has the sun going through it right now. So you've got this creativity. You're also about the social dynamic. You might want to just pick up and get out there. You might want to go out and have a good time. You know the story. You know what to do. You don't need me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jen, the defense rests. By the way, you do know that what I'm talking about is your personality, not the actual resting bitch face. Oh, Bev, you know what that is? That's finding a passion that you want to do and help out other people. Bev asked a great question here about how, what are Leo's rising if it's in your 10th house and you're retired. It's still about passion, still about reputation. You're working on legacy. How do you want the world to know you? Well, there it is, Bev. Right? Oh my gosh, Jen. Wow, am I getting hate mail now? What's that about? I know she's laughing right now. She's literally laughing. She's like, all right, B, that was a good one. And then let's talk about, so Virgo, just get out there, have fun, have a good time. And then Libra's hitting, I figured you were. Libra's hitting the 12th house. This is a bit of a spiritual enlightenment, to be honest with you. Maybe, I'm not saying you're going to go out there and join the Moonies. I mean, you can. You can if you want. But on the flip side of that, it's also you kind of recentering. Libra rising, I think, is going to have a little bit of centering action for you because it's also a spiritual enlightenment position. So Libra risings, expect your dreams to be apeshit. Expect them to be like, why am I dreaming about this, that, and the other thing? And why am I able to, know when somebody's being deceptive towards me or whatever? You're just going to be really on point during this time. Really on point. Oh, man, I need some water. I need to drink more water. I don't know. I think I was kind of energetically, I use the word attacked. I hate that crap. But it was energetically really kind of zapped yesterday and this morning. Ugh. And it's allergies. I really do think I got a little case of allergies here. What does that have to do with my chart? Nothing. Just complaining to you, and you're still listening. Anyways, I'm going to get back to being interesting. The overall shape of this, the activator in this is Pluto. And just a little astrology lesson here. You've got Pluto in Aquarius. You have the moon in Scorpio, and you have Taurus. Debbie, if I recall correctly, you are a Libra rising. And then you have the sun in Taurus. It is forming this trine right here. So you see that square box? You see that square box, from the moon down to Pluto? That's the Aquarius sign. And then over here, they are fixed. That is a fixed position for everybody, just to let you know. And when fixed positions get activated like this, it can be hard. It can be hard. So these are hard decisions that you might be making that you're just like, you know what? And it's emotional. Scorpio moon is very emotional. It's not vindictive, though. I cannot express that enough. It is not vindictive. We are not going to, put the key into the side of the car here, right? Even though he's wearing the bathroom polo. It is about you recognizing that there's a very mature approach to letting go and realizing that you've maybe released things, right? Maybe you're done with it. Maybe it's just that, and you've known it. Like that, if you're doing it right, you've already recognized that, you know what? Already done it. Right? So listen, the Scorpio full moon is going to affect everybody's dreams. It's going to hit the Libra super hard. The Libra risings, it's going to hit the Scorpios definitely hard. It's going to hit Taurus, and it's going to hit the Aquarians super hard. I mean, listen, guys, Leo is the kind of weak link in this. Leo's kind of the benefactor of this position. And I'd even say Cancerians. So if you're a Cancerian or a Leo or a Pisces rising, you've really kind of, I'd even say all three of them. If I had to rank the top ones here, I would probably say Virgo, Pisces, Leo, and then Cancers. Like, they're having the best times. The Scorpio rising, the Virgo, or I should say the Capricorn, and the Taurus are just, you're kind of feeling it. I mean, Taurus is definitely a little bit lower than 3, though. And I'd probably say Aries, just because you've got so much shit going on, Aries, in your house right now, in your rising sign house. I mean, Jesus, you got Venus, Chiron, Mercury retrograde in the North Node. You're working shit out. You are working that out. If you're an Aries rising, you are working things out. So this is a piece to help you move along, to be like, okay, what do I got to get rid of? Right? That's how astrology really kind of rolls. Holy Toledo. All right, guys. You guys want to see some cards? I also have cards, everybody. So I want to thank you guys for being a part of that one right there. Whew. Hope you guys like my astrology stuff. Hello, Mama O. One of the more memorable names out there. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I mean, not as classic as Esther, but water is good. Water is good. All right, guys. So why don't I just take each one of the signs? Why don't I start with Scorpio rising? I know you guys really love this. And by the way, I hope you guys like this format that I'm doing with this. Yeah, I kind of want to feel it out a little bit. I'm going to be using an Oracle deck. I want to introduce a new Oracle deck. Just did a little shuffle up, did a little meditation with it earlier. The Luminous Humanist one by Kelly Sullivan Walden. I used to carry this one in the shop all the time. By the way, the shop is one of the things that I let go over the past couple of months. I'm going to be talking down to my Bainbridge friends. Oh, by the way, my Bainbridge friends people down in the southern tier down that way. I'm going to be down there. Let me check my calendar, if you don't mind. I'm going to be committing a full day down that way. The 16th, May 16th, I'm going to be down there. If you want to get a private reading with me, go in there. And by the way, it's discounted. Are you guys getting a theme with me? By the way, I don't need the money. Happy Earth Day after Earth Day. Happy day after Earth Day. Oh, Lenny, thank you so much. Listen, I figured it out. I had some really mean people around me. Not going to lie. And you know how you get those Facebook memories? And I get the memories and I want to share them and I want to be like, wow, I accomplished this. And they were accomplishment level stuff, but I realized how many people I was carrying. Thanks, Lenny. Cassandra, how are you? Barbara, great to see you as well. All right, so guys, what we're going to do, we're going to start with Scorpio because that's where your moon is, dogs. And we're also going to be using the, so if you're Scorpio rising, you want to be right into this right here. All right, how we doing? Oh, look at that. Oh, we got a tight shot here. Woo! I'm going to stuff the cards in here. So, of course, we have our Rider-Waite. We have our Leo Marchetti Royal. I can't remember the damn name of it. And then we have our new Luminous Humanist. I think you guys are going to really like these cards, by the way. I think you're going to like the Luminous Humanist. Trying to get, where am I going? Hi, how are you doing? Hi, everybody. Also, those of you that have gotten invites to my private sounds, know that I'm planning some more that will be public. I'm actually working on a New Year's Eve extravaganza. How would you like to meditate on New Year's Eve and bring in the new year in meditation? How cool is that going to be? Oh, by the way, there'll be readings. There'll also be music. There'll be a band. There'll be rock stars. But you know, we're gonna come in the right way. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna do one of these. I'm gonna do one of these. Make sure we're kind of mixed up here. The Luminous, by the way, I dropped earlier, so I know they're pretty shuffled. Took a right out of the back. I'm like, ooh, this is pretty. And then I turned around. And I was like, so I'm gonna pick one that's not gonna be. Oh my gosh, of course. I picked. Wow, how great is that? So I picked the card that is actually the back of it. How beautiful are those? I'm gonna hold this one up. Hold on. That's kind of beautiful. I'm gonna pick another one here. I'll just grab this one. Yeah, these have a lot of vivid detail. I really like that. This one's the Rainmaker. This would be a great pull for someone that's, you know, trying to change things and trying to be a catalyst. But I'm going to put this back down because Spirit told me these top cards are going where they're supposed to go. Yeah, and by the way, look for my new Amazon web shop that I'm going to have out there where I'm going to have a lot of these cards connected to what it is we're doing here. And I think you're going to really kind of like where we're going with this, right? So, all right, guys, here we go. We're going to shuffle up and heal. This is for Scorpios, Scorpio rising. I'm coming back. By the way, I think that the Luminous one I miss. It's called the unit. That's funny. The Illuminous Humanist. I'm going to show it again. There we go. The Illuminous Humanist. Walden, Kelly Sullivan Walden. So, oh gosh. By the way, I saw another tarot reader earlier today. She's a mystic, and she pulled this card. Well, this is a Taurinian card, just to let you know. So this is in opposition to Taurus. This is also known as the Lost card. It is also known as kind of being left out in the cold. Wow, double fives. Scorpio rising, you are challenged here. This is a challenge. The gauntlet's been thrown down. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's okay, though. Every little thing It's going to be all right. Now, you're going to be helped with your water friend here. So Scorpio rising, just kind of looking at this right on the surface, on the top gate of this. This is kind of about historical value in you standing up for yourself and saying, you know what, this is what I want to do. It makes sense. You're in the first house with this full moon. We've got the, Boaz and Joachim showing up here with the High Priestess. This is a soft, subtle card that's telling you, go back to what you know, understand how it's supposed to be. And you know what? Maybe you just like to fight. Hey, Scorpio rising, called you out on this one. You kind of like to fight. You kind of like a little fisticuff, don't you? Oh, yeah, there we go. So just kind of own it. So when the Queen of Pentacles comes out, the Queen of Pentacles speaks to you directly, but subtly. It's an introverted card, but it is also about feminine presence, as in, like, I'm going to care for you, see also water sign, and I'm going to have no bullshit to it. So this isn't about being angry or fighting. This is about you releasing. This is a positive release, right? All right, guys, here we go. Humanist Luminous. It's all a story. Damn glasses. It's all a story to make it a good one. I love the vividness of this. It's a story to make it a good one. So a lot of symbolism in on this. I think this is really kind of, and of course it's your first house. It is telling you you are in control of your destiny, yo. So Scorpio rising, you're a bit of a rock star here. We're going to be going to Sagittarius next. Capricorn's in 2 there. Esther, thanks for watching. We love Esther. I'm running out of space over here. I got to clean up my shit. All right, guys. I clearly have to put on my glasses. It sounds awesome. Thanks, Stephanie. Good to see you. Here we go. Sagittarius rising, in your second house, it is about practicality. It is about bringing your value forth. And of course, the Emperor shows up and sets the groundwork on this one. You even got Venus sitting right there. By the way, the natal placement of Venus, second house. Here we go. Oh, 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. You know what this is really kind of indicating? It's indicating that your thought process is going to be like, what am I going to actually spend my time and effort on? Right? And then the Hierophant, full progression into the Tauranian energy here. This is about, the Hierophant really runs deep. It's actually a very deep spiritual card, and it's fiscal responsibility is spiritual hygiene. Fiscal responsibility is spiritual hygiene. By the way, May 1st, you can pay what you want for a reading. The Hierophant is about finding your value within yourself and making sure that you adhere to it, and then your actions meet your intentions. Sounds pretty awesome, right? The Empress gets the Ace of Cups. We're talking about love, 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 and self-love. Because the Queen of Cups comes out. You're really capturing the water symbolism of this Scorpio full moon. That's what this is, right? And then, oh, man. This is like, by the way, happy full moon, everybody. It is 100% full in 3 minutes. There is a dynamic on this read that I just want to point out. You have self-love, you have self-love, you have I don't give a shit but me. And guess what? This allows you to say, like, I am something else, and I value it, Sagittarius rising. Wow. All right. I love this card for Scorpio, or for Sagittarius rising. Y'all ready for this? By the way, this is going to win you over on this deck. You are flawsome. You are flawsome. So Sagittarius rising, you are flawsome. Way to lock and load that one. Oh, no. Did we go fuzzy? We didn't mean to go fuzzy. There we go. That's what you get for loving me. It's a full heartbreak. You're flawsome, Sagittarius rising. Go kick ass and take names, right? It's about you finding your identity in 6. You know, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and there you have Sagittarius rising. I love it. Remember, guys, you want to sign up for that email on tbrandonruss.com. Capricorn rising. Hope you feel what I'm feeling, because here comes King of Wands. King of Wands followed by the Strength card. Remember when I told you guys this is a tough placement? What doesn't kill you makes you the devil. Well, let me tell you something a little bit about this. That's right, Stephanie. It is the facts of life. Yeah, that Flossom card is going to be my new screenshot. I'm just letting you guys know. So, Capricorn, listen, this is reminding you to be who you are. It's hitting your third house, which means you got to speak your voice. You got to stand in your truth. And guess what? This devil card, relax everybody, a real Saturn. It's a maleficent position, but it is a true to force. Capricorn rising, you have to be who you're supposed to be. 100%. That's all Spanish I know. By the way, the King of Wands is met with the King of Pentacles. This represents the fact that you're going to do it. You're going to do it your way, and you're going to do it in your truth. By the way, the Pentacles are represented to the Earth energy. Thank you very much, Capricorn. I love my work. Oh, yeah. The Chariot comes out here with the Strength. You don't like fast-moving anything. As a matter of fact, as soon as the car gets up to 55 miles an hour and hits 56, you say, isn't that speeding? Calm down, everybody. Because here we go. Then the Knight of Wands comes out with the Devil card. I love this. So the Devil card actually represents you being captured and bonded by something, by being held back. The Knight of Wands is about a progress to say, I'm going to have a little bit of reckless abandonment, but I'm going to get myself there, right? The short answer to that, Lenny, is yes. The focus for the moon is going to be what's the rising. But this is for the general energy of whatever sign it is that I'm talking about. If you are a Capricorn, Capricorn rising, Capricorn moon, have strong Capricorn placements, you can probably apply this, right? For sure. Hey, Melanie, how are you? Tracy Willie in the house. How you doing, Curl? Oh, God, here we go. And it turns into a stick song. I am loving this deck. You know why? Because you might have too much time on your hands. Is it any wonder? Well, of course, Capricorn rising, you're figuring out your mojo. That's what that's about. But is it any wonder that you've got too much time on your hands? Slipping away into affinity. I've got too much time on my hands, so take it away from Capricorn. Pay attention. Pay attention. This is about you being your own unique person, and don't let anybody tell you what to do. I mean, you can get a poll, you can take a straw poll. That doesn't mean you got to do what they tell you what to do. All right, Aquarius rising. Let's kind of get in there. Oh, look at this. We're all one great big happy family. I can't wait till I can make the joke about Capcom and Capricorn. That sale is almost complete. All right. Aquarius. Paging all Aquarius. Aquarius rising. Paging all Aquarius. Aquarius rising. Aquarius sun and moon. Pay attention to. Oh, behave. Four of Wands comes out, the actionable love card, and then the Ace of Wands. It's not Barry White's fault. I'm going to tell you that right now. And then also, this is about a new journey. So Aquarius moon, Aquarius rising, you are taking a look at yourself and going, dude, what do I love? What do I need different? You need change. You need some change. This is family dynamic, by the way, right? The 4 actually represents the foundational stuff of family, right? And then you kind of move into this Ace of Wands, which kind of dictates like the actionable thing. And you saying, I need something new. This is a breakaway from the family. Just a little bit. Oh, and you've been working on this for a little bit. The 8 of Pentacles is like, I'm doing the work here. The 6 of Swords is, well, it's your battle. It's your journey. It's kind of an arduous one, but it's part of the thing. And guess what? The Fool. Maybe this is a new relationship, Aquarius rising, Aquarius moon. Maybe this is you looking at the bull right in the horns and going, this isn't my life. I don't need this anymore. You're ready to roll. You know? Because listen, I'm going to pull this up again. Aquarius, where are you landed here? You're in the 4th house. You're in the family house. He's in the family house. I don't like that at all. I like this. Bloop. I'm kind of digging this now. Kind of digging a lot of this. All right. Let's get some humanus illuminus here. Illuminus humanus. Give us this day our daily cake. I like my cake and I eat it too. Cake or death. Remember that Eddie Izzard skit? So good. Cake or death. Cake, please. Cake or death. Give us this day our daily cake. And it's got a Christmas tree there. Is this a Christmas tree or is this just a flambe? What am I looking at here? No, it's a Christmas tree. It's got a lotus on top. I really like the imagery to it. But I think what this is reminding us here, Aquarius, is that you can have your cake and eat it too. You don't have to be a slave to what you were born into. You can kind of, I don't know, change. And by the way, it's very connected to you being able to tackle what you need to, for sure. Oh, Showa. Oh. Aquarius, I'm almost jelly. I'm almost jelly. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Stephanie, glad that you're there on the Aquarian side of it. Lenny, sounds like a match. Cindy Lou. Yeah, Lenny, you might need to do some change here. So Pisces rising. Pisces rising. Here we go. Oh, you're definitely grabbing a little bit of Aries energy right now, Pisces. It's kind of good for you. And then some Aquarian energy. Stuck in the middle with you. And then the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. I see what you're doing here. I hope some creativity kind of comes into this, although the Star card actually talks about this. By the way, you got major arcanas. Boom, boom. And then you've got, a court card here. I'm going to pull out the other three. The Empress. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Reap what you sow here, kids. Oh, yeah. And then you got the King. Leave it to you, Pisces and Pisces rising. You have value. You have genuine connection. By the way, all right, I'm going to say it, guys. Pisces rising, you're getting laid. Like, I might get beeped on that, but because you got the Empress with the Emperor. By the way, natural natal connection right there. So how you doing? Like, it's one of those placements, right? And then you got the Star card, which is kind of this angelic connection. It's a karmatic connection. Pisces rising. It's a karmatic connection. And then you're playing a little hard to get. Queen of Pentacles. You're like, is this my kibbles and bits? Because this is what I got. This is who I am. You like what I got? Come on over there. Come on over there. And then the King of Cups comes out and is like, so, dog, what you doing? You want some of my drink, yo? Lucky bastard. I love that, Lenny. But listen, Pisces rising, go have a good time because bearable lightness of being. Bearable light side of being. In other words, you love to be alive here, Pisces rising, Pisces moon. Go have a good time. Right? It's in your fifth house. The fifth and the eighth house are very kind of, they'll get you going. They'll be like, hey, how you doing? I don't know why I woke up like this today, but I think I'm gonna. There it is. There it is. Pisces rising. Go enjoy. Go enjoy. Congratulations. If the cards have anything to do with it, not very wise. Well, to tell you that much. All right, here we go. Can I change the subject, please? Can I go? Aries. You got a train wreck in your primary first house here. You got everything under the sun. It's not really a train wreck. It's just busy. It's kind of like all the kids are home for summer. They're running in and out. There's no food in there. Thanks, Gail. There's no pictures. It didn't happen. All right. So, Aries, it's terrible, Brandon. Quit saying stuff like that. This is why Penny goes, I don't know if I can keep doing this. And then I'm like, I don't know, girl. So I am. All right. Here we go, Aries. I'm only kidding, by the way. That has nothing to do with it. By the way, I want to thank everybody on my page that's been thanking and sending good fortune towards Penny. She's doing great. We're going to connect probably on Thursday. I know she's starting to get her videos going again. So here's a Taurus card for you here, Aries. Here's a Tauridian card, 3 of Pentacles. It's kind of behind the scenes. Kind of a good contract thing. It's hitting your 6th house, so you want to make sure that you got your stuff together. You're questioning on whether or not you have the right timing with people, because you want to be paired well, Aries rising, Aries moon. Oh, it's about timing. Might be some things in the down low a little bit too, but it's kind of like you're waiting for the right timing, and it's talking about being with the right person. It's talking about having a choice here. Oh, but it's killing you behind the scenes, isn't it? 5 of Cups comes out and kind of says like, I don't really kind of, and the timing of it is like, I don't want to lose you. The 8 of Cups comes out, 2 cards of loss right there. Whew. Hope we pick this up. Oh yeah, I love my work. How about the double card on top of your lover's card? You know what that is? That's a weekend at the Governor's. Am I right or am I right? Mirrors on the ceiling, hourly rate. Why am I acting like, oh my God, what the hell's his name? I know I'm acting like somebody. All right, Aries, here we go. From left to right. It's about timing, but it kind of hurts you. You want to be kind of public about it. It might be a little behind the scenes, or it might just be, it still might be just new. And you might be reminding yourself like, oh, shit goes wrong at this point. You know, it's like the first date is like, oh yeah, they call you the next day. It's like, this is going great. Second day is like, oh yeah, this is great. And then the third date, you're like, where'd they go? What? It's kind of that feel. Because then you got the timing card along with the 8 of Cups, and you're just like, I don't want to lose you. Like you might be a little over your skis, but in the meantime, kind of looks like you're enjoying yourself, Aries rising. Thank you very much. You know, everybody gives shit to the double card, but I got to tell you, we've had a well-placed double card here twice. Once to the Capricorn, once to the Aries. And let me tell you something. You want the devil on top of the lover. Do you see what I'm saying there? You know, maybe it's a lover. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's a karmatic value. Turn up your radiance dial. I am loving these cards. Burn, baby, burn. Take that devil card and turn up the radio. Turn up the radio. I want the feeling, so give me some more, everybody. So look at that. It's a light bulb. I really like the symbolism on this. And by the way, very applicable for you because you're seeing the light of what you have around you. Right? Maybe you're at the end of your rope of a karmic relationship and you're just in it for the hoo-has. Right? Or maybe you're just kind of like you know, dude, you got to remember who you're walking away from. Or maybe you got to say like, dude, you got to remember who you could get at the end of the day if you play your cards right. Be patient. Be patient, but be discerning, right? The Disco Inferno, I love that. Oh, Allison, thanks so much for the kind words. I am hysterical. Look, just because you agree with somebody doesn't make you arrogant. Doesn't make you pompous. All right, maybe a little bit. I'm gonna have cards everywhere. Monica, you remember? I hope Chris is in the room. I hope you don't have earphones on. And I hope Chris heard every bit of that. Yeah, the Governor's was a really, yeah, we'll just leave it there. Lori, how are you? Hope you enjoy this. Susan, thank you for the Disco Inferno. I love comments like that. Ace of Hearts, hello, how are you? Thumbs up all the way. Yeah, Tracy, there you go. Listen, enjoy that. Enjoy that shit. Go do it. Gail, thanks so much. All right, where are we at here? We're at Taurus? Yeah, I kind of like that. Oh, love offering. Woo! Taurus rising. Look at that. 6 of Pentacles. This has got some destiny to it. Knight of Wands. Hope that's the right size wand for you. And then the Page of Pentacles. Oh. Tapping into a little bit of the feminine, practicality. You cad. Monica can call me a cad. So listen, this layout already for you, Taurus. First of all, we're talking about earth energy here. We're talking about you kind of taking the reign and running with it, and then having the Page of Pentacles. This is, and since this full moon is going on in your 7th house, right? So you've got opportunity here. You've got opportunity to meet some new people. You've got some opportunities to build some new kind of give or take energy here. This is really good. This is really good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, listen, Taurus rising, you're going to get some really great partnerships out of this full moon. And then you get so you're going to have passion and practicality here because the Knight of Swords ends up on the Knight of Wands. I really should have a soundboard, shouldn't I? Because I would love to kind of say that. And then Temperance here. And then the Page of Pentacles. So this is about not overdoing it with new relationships, Taurus. Sometimes, listen, let's be honest. Sometimes you're kind of like, and we're going to be best friends. And we're going to make snowmen. And we're going to make snow angels. And we're going to go ice skating. And then we're going to eat snow cones. And then we're going to hang out. And then we're going to chase the ice cream man. And then we're going to play baseball. And then we're going to hike up a mountain. And then we're going to go away. And then we're going to swim to Hawaii. And then and it's like, well, fucking calm down, Taurus. Calm down. Take a deep breath, though. So this is kind of telling you, like, hey, you are the goods, but you're not going to get hurt this time. These are some good, healthy relations. This is super healthy. By the way, Temperance comes in with the balance of things and not overdoing it. And the Page of Pentacles is about practicality, but you're really enjoying it. Love it. Hetzel, thank you so much. Ace of Hearts, 2 a.m. there. Where are you? In France, Italy, Gozo? Whereabouts are you? Germany? I don't know what this means yet, but I'm going to go here. By the way, this would have been hysterical for Aries because then I would have told you to go get a runway strip or something. But anyways, this is Trim Tab. Yeah, in Germany. Thank you. Ace of Hearts. So this, I think, is about slowing your roll. So that kind of makes sense. The Trim Tab, I think the trim is when you pull back on any of the on your speed of things. Just pulling you up there. Gotcha. There we go. I want to pull up Germany here. Hello, Ace of Hearts. So good to see you. Must be the moon or something. Sure is. But this Trim Tab is about you kind of like cutting the wind speed a little bit. So yeah, I love this read for you here, Taurus. Taurus rising. Taurus moon. You know, you are the goods. There's nothing wrong with you being like connected to somebody in a practical nature. And it doesn't mean intimacy at all. Not at all. It could. But it definitely means something about you into relationships. Well, listen, let's get into the 8th house here. Taurus. And by the way, we're going to do this right now. I'm going to add this one in here, and I'm going to point out where we are in the scheme of things. We're here in the 8th house, and we're going to be talking about the Gemini here in the 8th house. Now, it's a void house, which means that there isn't anything in it right now, which means that it's going to be really kind of like what you want to make of it. Temperance, take it easy. Take it easy on me, 'cause I want you to see. I want you to know. I know if you have to go, it's all up to you, but whatever you do, take it easy on me. Did I just go full Little River Band on that? Because that card is about taking it easy, almost like a cool change. And then this Magician comes up. Well, Gemini. Huh. Yeah, Gemini. This is you're go slow, but you got a chance to meet somebody that's going to be absolutely astonishing to you, right? It's kind of, listen, the position of this is in your 8th house. And guess what? It's kind of a hookup position. I'm not trying to get everybody laid here, by the way, but this Scorpio full moon kind of has an undertone to it, depending upon the placement, but the cards are kind of speaking their word here. This is about Magician comes up again. You're looking for it. You're on the prowl there, Gemini rising. You're ready to go. But this is about learning from mistakes. You know, the 3 of Wands comes out and kind of says to you, like, are you sure? Because you kind of done this one before. You played this one a little too much. Then the 6 of Pentacles comes out. You're looking for give or take. You're looking for balance, actually, to be honest with you. I love this placement for you guys. I freaking love this placement for you because at the end of the day, what you're really doing here is that you're getting a connection here with somebody on a really fruitful level, right? Happy full moon, everybody. Get your crystals out, too, by the way. It's a great day to get your crystals out. Fantastic day. But every day is. But this one's really going to help. I can't help it. Be the big one. What? Did you just say BDE in the middle of your reading it, Brandon? Yeah. Listen, you got two magicians here. That's some BD energy for sure. And then you got Temperance. And then you got the Queen of Cups. Guess what? You're the real deal here, Gemini. I think what this really is about is recognizing your self-value, because I think Geminis traditionally have a little bit of challenge when it comes to, do you understand that you are worthy? Do you understand that you can be of equal value to someone? Do you realize that you're the magician sometimes? Kind of cool. Very cool, actually. Wow. By the way, I'm going to be doing a live where I do question and answer, and I want to be able to bring you on and do question and answer stuff. I wanted to be able to do stuff. There you go, Jen. I'm glad that you're connected, but I'm not learning. I'm learning not to offer, provide, but ask first. Yeah, you know what, Donna, you're just figuring it out. I'm digging that. Good for you. You know what that is? That's called growth. It's called growth. It's called growing up. I mean, I've been resisting forever. You know what? Got to go Cancerians here, right? Gemini, Cancer. There we go. Cancer, we're in the 9th house, and guess what? Oh, super abundance. This is a really good position for you. Remember when we were talking about that earlier and we were kind of ranking it? Oh, yeah, but in the middle of it, you got to go full Cancerian again. You got to go Cancer pants on us. So listen, you got the 2 cups behind you. You got the 3 cups in front of you. The 5 is like, it's the lost card insofar that you're like, but what did I lose before? So you're going into this because you've learned the lessons of kind of like you're tapping into maybe some past life stuff or some previous earlier in your life stuff. Because let me tell you something, celebrate good times. Come on. The 3 of Cups comes out and just screams at you and just be like, just be happy, you asshole. I'm sorry, I'm talking to all Cancerians. Cancer rising. There you are. Woo! I love how you guys project and promote over and over again. Like, you're like, I want everybody to be great. Oh, shit. There we go. How about a little transformation for you? How about you look at it differently? How about you allow yourself to roll into something new? It's actually an abundance mindset. I love this for you guys. I love it. Because you're your own worst enemy. Tower card. Power combo. That's what I need. I need like a voice right now to hit it and be like, power combo. Because the tower hitting the 5 of Cups. Woo. You know what this is? You've had some tough losses. That's really what this is. And you've had some tough lessons. And by the way, the 9th house is about that spiritual energy. You're almost pissed that what you were born into was so good and so nice and so like, and there's angels and there's the little baby in the manger. And then you find out that there's something more than that. And all of a sudden you're kind of like oh shit, what else do I not know? Well, guess what? This is about celebrating every day, every way of your life. And how about the Strength card? How about you be that strong, independent person that you are there, Cancerians? You can go kick ass and take names, right? Ooh. I am digging these cards. This Illuminous Humanus. How about this? How about D? Yep. How about doing the backstroke through the river of gold? Remember when I mentioned the past life thing? I'm going to put that right on top of this. This is you discovering that you are the summary of who you were meant to be. God, I love my job. I love doing this. This is what I do. This is what I do. Love it. So the river of gold, there's a lot of symbolism there. Not only is it going with the flow, it's also the concept of time. River and time seem to go hand in hand when it comes to symbolism. And gold is about off-planet and past life work. So there you go, Cancer pants. Leo sitting there in the 10th house. Leo, Leo rising, Leo moon. You are practically perfect in every way. Thank you, everybody. This is the part where I'd be hitting the applause button. Celebrate good times. Come on. You got it, Manny. Digging that. Jen, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Donna, we got it. Whew. Hey, Leo, how about a new you? You're practically perfect in every way, but You're willing to blow it all up and become something new. Do something different. Like, say on May 1st, having a pay what you want. So you don't forget anybody and you don't forget your fucking mission. Okay? That's what it's about. Because you, Leo, are going to get a Leo card here and you're going to realize who you are. Love it. 7 of Swords. I love this card here. Love it. Love it. I'm like the Vince Scully of commentary with this stuff. So the 7 of Swords, a lot of people think it means something sneaky. There's a little sneakiness to it. But it's not the sneakiness as in like, I want to get away with it. I'm going to steal all the money. This isn't the Hans Gruber card, okay? We're not trying to be on a beach in Botswana collecting 5.5%. No, that's not what this is. That's not the sneaky tier. If you know the backstory of the 7 of Swords here, he is actually preventing a war by only leaving 2 swords and saying, well, there's only 2 battles instead of an uneven number of 7 where somebody has an advantage. I'm going to give everybody the advantage. So he steals these swords to avoid a war. And instead it becomes a battle instead of a war. Here over the 9 of Pentacles is all about you saying you have been your own worst enemy. Might have been depression, might have been anger, might have been situational. But you can overcome it by saying, you know what? I'm not going to let this be there. Judgment 2.0 card covered with the 3 of Swords. Guess what? You know what this means? Your experiences have brought you to this point, right? Those changes, those challenges of the 3 of Swords, guess what? Made you who you are. The 2.0 card, the Judgment card could mean judgment. Could mean like we're looking at it going, that was a shitty thing. I didn't do it the right way. I'm a dummy, whatever. It also means that you're reinventing yourself. 2.0. Judgment. You're using your knowledge to grow. You're using your experiences to grow. 6 of Wands, challenge and triumph, success all abound. And here we are with the Jupiter card. Just telling you, hitting your 10th house, dog. Guess what that means? You're meant to be the conqueror. You're meant to be the champion. I'm totally, totally digging this. Thy will be done. How about that for a card? Eagles fly free. Wow. And it's a hawk. Oh, we'll catch up to you later, Lenny. It's an eagle hawk. I think it's a hawk, actually. So I was driving past the river yesterday, and I saw a hawk kind of sitting on the lower branch. I was up a little bit higher and then down to the river, but he was kind of a little bit, he was probably about 10 feet over the river. And dude, he was on point. He was on point. Leos, love your work. Love your work. We're here in the home stretch here. We're going to be talking about Virgos here. Virgo, Virgo rising, Virgo moon. Whew. I feel like I should sing or something. Do stuff in between. Virgos, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? It's hitting your 11th house, right? This full moon. So guess what? You're reaping what you're sowing. You're also making sure you're doing it the right way. This is a highly contemplative card because it's allowing you to look at it. Oh, and by the way, the Emperor comes up again. I know I've got a couple of cards doubled down in here. I really should kind of work this out. And then the King of Pentacles. You are going to be a rock star in your own way. So this is about doing it a little bit differently, doing it the right way, and having positive outcomes. So when you grow this, the anxiety is here. Am I doing it the right way? Should I do it the right way? Wow. The Emperor, like every single time you end up doing this, 9 out of 10 times you lose the person. The 9 of Wands comes out, the wounded warrior. You've learned it, but guess what? King of Pentacles along with the 7 of Wands means that you have the higher ground. You're taking the high road here, Virgo. No, this should not surprise you. This shouldn't surprise you one freaking iota. So as you mix and mingle and decide to kind of do this, you're going to find like-minded people, because this experience will be like, if you don't believe in kind of this kind of opulence and standard, then I don't need you. I have a standard. I've lost people before. You can go F yourself. And then you get the anxiety over it, right? And you're like, I'm doing this differently, dog. I'm still worried. I still don't know if I have it right, but I'm going to try. Virgo, I love your energy here. Love your energy. And then, oh, you guys might want to pony up next to a Virgo here. Maybe like a 6-3 Virgo. I'm talking to the studio audience on that one. Invite your shadow to the party. I love that picture. Virgo moons especially. You got to pay attention to this one. So shadow work in a reading like this is probably already done, or maybe you're involved with it. Shadow work in the 11th house means you might do some hookups. Just letting you know. Not trying to be dirty about it. Just means that you're going to be like, hey, it's a little more casual than deep, but this is about me, not about you. Okay, we'll be grown-ups. But then on the other side of it, you're also kind of like you might go and mix and mingle and leave them at the altar. You don't have to take them home. You don't have to feed them. You don't have to wash them at the car wash, right? Put them on the roof. Make sure the spray hits the top of their head. So then you figure out if it's really a hairpiece or not. Because you Virgos seem to give a shit about that. I'm just letting you know. But yeah, wow, what a power. This is a power read right here. Whew. Hitting your 11th house, discovering who you are, using your experience. By the way, I know Virgos, like everybody's like, oh, they didn't get a bunch of cups and love and blah, blah, blah. That read just turned on a Virgo. I'm just telling you. They were just like, oh, yeah, B, that's them. Oh, yeah, I'm the higher ground, right? Mm-hmm. You do. I am the wounded warrior. It does hurt. Love hurts. It always hurts. Why does it always hurt? You're part of the equation, Virgo. Just letting you know. Let's finish strong. Libra rising. Oh, Laura, good to see you. Catching up soon. Starlight, thank you for joining us. Kathy, I love that you love this. Jess, talking to you. All right, Libra's rising. Hitting your 12th house. Destroying the illusion. 10 of Swords comes out. Right? That kind of fateful thing. A new way to do it. Kathy, you're going to do it differently. Knight of Pentacles. Strong practical, and then nothing but fun. Here comes the sun. I love my work, everybody. Mwah! This reading couldn't be better. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to charge everybody double for this one. Sorry, Libra. It's just the way it goes. Libra rising. Here it is. You are your own worst enemy. You want to do it differently, and you are looking for your eternal happiness. Why stop there? Maybe you're putting a little too much of that whole moral victory into all of this. Like, yeah, you're right, but you're an asshole. Sorry, put it out there. And then the Knight of Pentacles combined with the Six of Cups tells you to do it differently, to nurture it differently, to be able to grow. Oh, fucking, come on. Come on. Come on. This is the part. If this was Siegfried and Brandon, we'd be bringing out the tigers. We'd be dry humping them around the stage. They'd be like, "Arr!" And I'd be like, oh, no. It's the big finale. The 10 of Cups along with the 4 of Wands. Are you shitting me? Cannot make this up. Enjoy your full moon, Libra. Love the one you're with because you're stuck with them. 10 of Cups along with the 4 of Wands. Are you shitting me? Happy ever after. That's the goal. But you just got to do it differently. That's all. Give us Libra something good. Lori, the bill is in the mail. Holy shit. Dropping trow on that one. 6 Ways to Sunday. What a beautiful read. Oh, I hope this one does not disappoint. Yeah, it does not disappoint. I can't. Seduced by sweetness. There you go, Libra rising. The defense rests, Your Honor. Wow. Just kind of wow. All right, we're going to bring this one out because that was kind of a really cool read, wasn't it? I'm feeling you guys. This full moon is something else, isn't it? I mean, it really, truly is. Hey, listen, I'm going to do something here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You want me to do one more? I want to start doing like a wild card thing. I have a good idea, but why don't we do something on something out in the news? Maybe something that's socially out there, and let's do a poll on this. Yeah, Debbie, I kind of love that. Susan, thank you so much for tuning in. Lori, I hope I didn't drop you out of this one. So what do you guys want to talk about? I mean, I got an idea. And if I don't have somebody kind of like, by the time I get my sip of water, you guys get your little grubs typing and, fingers. Any ideas? I'm going to do one more read. Let's see how the Trump trial's going so far. By the way, 12 of you just went, yes. 12 of you just went, shit. And then 12 people sequestered. I cannot believe they did not sequester the jury, though. I have to tell you. I thought for sure, with all of the skullduggery that could go on, I mean, part of what he's accused for is that he attacks people that are part of the process because he knows he's in trouble. Notice how I didn't say guilty, allegedly. Do you think the eclipse had an ill effect on people? I think it's an activator, and if you're not ready to activate, when you're sitting there in an amusement park ride, and then they're just like, okay, everybody, 5, 4, and you're ready for it, 2, 1, way, we're all going to go. What if they went 5, 4, woof? You weren't ready for it. I think sometimes if people that aren't aware of these cycles, they end up getting, 1, 2 on it. All right. So we're going to do a check-in live here. And by the way, this is where I lose people and I gain people all in the same click. We're going to take a look at the Trump trial as part of this full moon read. Let's see where we're at right now. Let's see where it's going. We're going to do the 3 and 3 as well as one of the Illuminous Humanists, but I'm going to do a 3 bonus on this one. So I'm going to do it as a full read right across. All right, guys, here we go. Page of Wands. He's being held accountable. Something new for everybody. This is new for him, right? He's got to understand that this is value for him because this is a chance to grow. This is very immature energy, but it is a new energy. And why not have the Page of Cups? He did not treat intimacy correctly. He needs to learn how to do that. This is a learner's position. So he's coming from that place. I can't make this up. And by the way, I thought about myself if I had been called to the jury. Could I be impartial? By the way, you want to do a gut check on where you're at in your spiritual involvement? I would like to think that I could have still gotten chosen, and I know that they were asking personal questions about posts and that sort of thing. And I have some pretty heady evaluation of Donald Trump. I would go back to one that I did that I was pretty emotional about it because what I saw in his chart was a real opportunity for him to do the right thing, and he didn't do it. And it broke my heart, to be honest with you. He's letting a lot of people down. And he will let a lot more people down if he doesn't, course correct. But as I pull this card out, she kind of looks like Miley Cyrus. And it is ruthless compassion. To me, that's an oxymoron. And I think that's why you end up... This isn't a hush money case, guys. This isn't about... By the way, there's nothing illegal about paying off a porn star to shut up. There is nothing wrong with the National Enquirer buying up other women's stories so that then they never see the light of day because they own the copyright on it. There's nothing illegal about it, I should say. However, when you change the line item and say that it is a benefit right? All of a sudden, you've committed an illegal act. Ruthless compassion. The word ruthless should stand out there. Where are we at in the middle of it? Hierophant, he's going in front of his maker here. And by the way, I know that there's multiple cards in here. I've screwed it up a bunch of times. It does not matter. We're running with it because it's what spirit is. I can't make this up. How about the moon card? How about things being enlightened and come out of the woodwork? By the way, short of the justice card, the Hierophant card is the judgment card. The moon card comes out because it's about to get exposed. We're seeing the stuff come out of here. If you don't think the universe is working towards this, I've been saying this for a long time in a weird way. Donald Trump is going to lead us to enlightenment without knowing what the hell he's doing. That is why I would pull a card like high frequency, more frequency. Talk about turning up the radio. I genuinely think he doesn't know what he's doing. I genuinely think that he's so impulsive. And you can call him psychopath, you can call him narcissist, cut it out. If you look at him as a spiritual being, he is doing exactly what he's told to do. He looks like he's somebody under control of something else. Holy shit. Then the Seven of Cups comes out. The Seven of Cups is dictated by the magician saying, look at all of these things. I think they're going to uncover so many more things than what you imagined. By the way, just in case you haven't taken a tarot class from me lately, the Aquarian card comes out here for the what's held in cup number 1 is the greater good of all. The sword is the hidden identity of knowledge. The sword represents the mind and knowledge, and it's covered up. Kind of also looks like a condom on it, just to let you know there's a sexual entity. Then you have the snake connected to it, as in like, you're willing to change or you're not. Hey, this tower represents the, are you going to have a tower moment here? The riches and the jewels, kind of a throwback to the King of Pentacles. And then you have the crown of leaves here, which goes back to the Six of Wands, which is about being part of the right thing. And then, of course, you got the dragon, which is the Scorpio. I can't make this stuff up. Oh, this isn't going to go good. Ten of Wands comes out. He's going to die 1,000 deaths on this one, guys. As predicted, he's going to leave. I still am standing behind everything I've said. Excuse me a second. He is a flight risk from the end of April to the end of May, and I'd even say up till June. Because then I pull out this card, narrow your marrow. Hold on. In other words, he's not going to have many choices anymore. And the card that we will close this night with, hey, Jenny, this is a good one. It's an election interference case. I can't make this up. Donald Trump's fate will be a hall of mirrors. Can't make that up. In other words, he's going to be forced to actually look at himself, the mistakes that were made, and quit fucking blaming everybody. It's called responsibility. It's something I teach my 3 kids every day. When they screw up, I choose to point out that they've done something wrong, not to get over on them, but to help them correct it and understand how they could do it differently afterwards. It's called parenting. I understand you haven't had that, Mr. Trump. But now is the time that the legal system is now taking over and showing you these things. And the thing that pisses me off the most about him is his chart is pretty awesome if he had been raised correctly. He could have been the greatest president we've ever had. But instead, he's a money grabbing asshole who only acts and reacts for himself. Hall of Mirrors. I can't make this up. So now he's looking at himself going, if he comes out of it and is like, come in here and stand in here. You should be honored to stand next to me. No, Mr. Trump, you need to look at yourself. If he could look at himself and look in the mirror and say, I love you. It's not your fault. You deserve better. That man would change instantly. Because it is what sane people that are in touch with their emotions and feelings can do. It's pretty incredible. Kathy, thank you so much. Hey, Jenny, I'm actually not doing any individuals tonight. I actually looked at the moon placement, and then we went around the horn for each one of those. But I think you'll find your rising sign to be quite interesting if you do a little rewind here. Also, here's how I'm going to sign off. Again, you want to join my website. I see that wow, quite a few of you. Quite a few of you have signed up for the website. Thank you. tbrandonruss.com. You want to sign up for that because you want to get my notification on how to sign up for a reading with me and pay whatever you wish, whatever you can afford. It is a one-day sale. I'm not even going to call it a sale. It is a one-day offering. It is, I would ask you to search what works for you. Okay, no questions asked. Everybody's going to get the same. You need astrology? We'll give you astrology. You need a reading? You need, connection with your loved ones? We'll do it that way. You want to do a one-on-one here in the shop? Got to be in upstate New York. I'm not coming to you for this. Sorry. If not, if you're around the country, around the world, it'll be on Zoom. And I'm honored to do it. I realize how fortunate I am to do this work as long as I've been doing it. And I need to do more of this. And I want to invite you along. I have had more people sign up for the website today than I have since I did my mass invite. That's probably the only other one that I've had more people sign up. So thank you guys. Thank you for giving me the validation to that. I'm going to have a really cool hairdresser on a podcast on Thursday. Make sure you tune in. I'm going to have a good time with that. And moreover, wait to grow. Houston, I'm coming to you. Check out what I've got going on. By the way, I'm supporting a group that is railing against book banning down there. They're actually working with Beto O'Rourke on this. Little Bird has told me that he is interested in coming to this. I don't want to oversell it, but here we are. I'm going to be signing books down there. I also have some private events. If you want me to come to your neighborhood, reach out to me. When I say neighborhood, I don't care where you are in the country. I've figured out what makes a good trip for me, and I am very interested in getting out there to see you guys. All right, guys, heart taps around the world. I want to thank you guys for being part of my journey. We're going to close down. We're going to thank our guides for being part of our journey. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this work here today. And remember, as always, keep going. Thanks, guys, so much for being part of it here, and tbrandonruss.com. I'll see you soon. Get on that website. Take care.